Hey, it's Eric here with CAD Avenue. In today's video, we're going to be doing surfaces. Surfaces are similar to solids. Solids hold volume, whereas surfaces have no thickness. So let's get started. First, type in the REC command, rectangle, and we're going to be starting off at 0, tab 0. And 0, tab 0 is the origin. So you'll see the rectangle coming from the XY origin there. If you need help with the coordinate system, let me know and I can send more help on that. For this, let's type 3 foot, tab 3 foot, enter, and that's going to give us a perfect square. Now what we can do is we can explode this. This is going to give us 4 separate lines, which we can then extrude into surfaces. Now, if I go into my extrude command, EXT, press enter, you'll see that my creation mode is set to surface here. And we can toggle this mode from solid to surface. By default, it's going to be set to solid, so you're going to need to change this to surface. Now we're going to go ahead and select the entities, enter, and then give it a height. Let's give it a height of 3 feet. Enter. And now let's go into our 3D view. As you can see, we've got these 4 surfaces that we've created. In fact, if you go down, you can see there's no surface on the top or the bottom. It's basically just 4 sides. I want to show you a few commands that you can use when creating surfaces. First, let's go ahead and close at the bottom. So I'm going to go ahead and rotate this in such a way that I'm looking at the bottom and skew it over a little bit like this. You kind of see what I'm doing. We want to close this hole using the command surface blend. You'll see it here populate when you type in SURF. And the first surface to blend will be this edge. Enter. And the second surface will be this edge, enter. It's going to give you a couple of options here. One is the bulge magnitude and then continuity. So we'll click this. We're going to select the first option here, which is going to create a flat surface. So let's go ahead and select this. And now we've got this closed box here. Let's just toggle back here in the top view here. We're going to go ahead and create a rounded top next. The rounded top will have an overhang on all 4 sides. And let's go into our top view. And we can easily turn off the shape view by just choosing 2D wireframe here. And let's go ahead and create an arc. So with the A command, and this is going to give us full control over the radius of that curve. So the start point will be here. Now, remember this is a 3-foot square. We want an overhang of, let's say, 6 inches on each side. It's going to be a 4-foot arc. Divided by 2 is going to give us the X direction 2 foot. Tab, and then we're going to go up 6 inches. That's going to be the second point of our arc, as you can see there. And then again, using the coordinate system, I'm going to go over 2 feet, tab, and -6 because I want the Y to go down 6 inches. Enter. So that's going to give us the rounded curve we need. Real quick, I'm using a AutoCAD-like program called AViCAD. And in this video, I'm using a few of those tools that you'll find in AViCAD. You'll also find those tools in AutoCAD as well. So if you're using AutoCAD, this video will be helpful to you in the same way. AViCAD is a AutoCAD alternative and costs about 1/4 of what AutoCAD does. For more, you can visit cadavenue.com/avicad.htm. So now I've got my arc drawn. I'm going to go ahead and rotate this up 90 degrees. So it's going to flip up into 3D space. So I go into my rotate 3D command, just type in ROT and select it from the menu. I pick the arc, enter, and then the axis is going to be each side of that arc. Now the rotation angle is going to be that 90 degrees, as I mentioned, and that's going to flip it up so that if we view this in 3D, you can see that arc here in this view. Now I need to move this over into my model. So what I'm going to do is look down into this a little bit more directly, and then I'm going to just move it by clicking on the grip and pressing my space bar and clicking on the endpoint here. Now let's move this over another 6 inches so that we get our overhang. We can even move it 6 inches this way. We have an overhang in each direction. I've got my ortho mode turned on, which is important. So make sure you're following this video that you got your ortho activated, and that's down here. I'm going to mirror this over with the MI command, and I need to snap to the midpoint of this surface, but I don't have my midpoint snap turned on. So I'm just going to type in MID to override my snaps. And that way I can snap to it on the fly. And we'll say no to delete the original. Now let's view this from the top. And this is exactly what I want. Next, I want to connect these arcs together. Before I show you this other command, we'll click on each endpoint here. This is just using the line command. Enter. Now let me show you what's called the surface network. So you type in the SURF command again, you'll be able to see it there on the list. We need to select each of these sets separately. So the first set is going to be the edge. Select each side here, enter, and then the curves. Select this one and this one, enter. So this is going to create, we'll go into our shade mode, that curved top that we wanted. As you can see, there's a hole there. I need to extend this piece up. Let's go into the 3D wireframe again. And that way we can see this edge here. So we type in surface extend, and we can click on the edge here to extend, enter. And now we can extend that up by 1 foot. And now we've got another surface here that's been created. This surface can now be trimmed to the underneath side of the roof here. So let's get a better view of this. Let's go to the far corner here. We'll look at it this way here. In order to trim this, we're going to type in SURF, trim command. We select the surface we need to trim and the cutting plane, which is this. And then area to trim. We can just select it here. Go back into our Southwest view. Trade the model. And we'll view it this way. You can see that it's filled that area in for us. And now in the last part, I wanted to show you how to create a hole here. I think what we're doing here, we're building a birdhouse now that I think about it. Let's move this a little bit better. So let's rotate the UCS first. So UCS, we want the 3-point option. We'll pick this corner here, this corner, and this corner up here. And the next we can create our circle, the C command. We're going to use the MTP command, which is mid between 2 points. First point is here, and the second point is up here. And we could type in 6 inches for the radius. So the very last step, I'm going to go ahead and poke a hole through the wall here with that circle that we've drawn using the surface trim commands. So the surface that we're going to be trimming is this surface here. And the cutting curves will be the circle. And the area to trim will be in here. And we'll enter. So now when we shade the model, we'll see the circle through that surface. So I hope this has been helpful. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.